students. I welcome the new students that have registered for this semester. You are all welcome to the Arab Open. When we were contacted to create this courses or this scenario that we will be teaching a small course online or introducing the students to subjects, I wanted to pinpoint a very important subject for society at this time and age. The important subject is artificial intelligence, and I'm sure everyone knows about it, in Kuwait or outside of Kuwait. So it is my duty as an academic to ensure our students knowledge about artificial intelligence. Many of them come up to me and say, Dr. Azzam, can we use ChatGPT for this and that? I say, if it does not include your assessment, you can use it, you can learn from it, and we can move forward, we can gain more knowledge from ChatGPT or from artificial intelligence. As Google or Google search has made our life easier from the past historical 30, 40 years, where information was hardly available. If you wanted to know anything, you would have to go read a book. This is quite a few years back, let's say 30 or 40, before the creation of the internet, or the internet bubble during the early 2000s and the late 1990s. So we were introduced to Google and the internet as a platform, and now we have moved even further to a machine learning. Machine learning is what artificial intelligence is. It is I will simplify the idea, and then it does not mean it is simple, but I will simplify it and try and get my point over. However, when Google was making information ready, available for everyone in the world as one, and if you needed to know something, it was like, Google it, and it became a phrase. Now the artificial intelligence and the road of ChatGPT and other information-based platforms that are being created by other companies are making our life even easier, if we use them in the right and correct way. My PhD, this has not been opened for years, but I get to open it today. It brings back good and bad memories. It was very difficult, and I encourage everyone to achieve the highest level of academic education. However, when I opened it up, it was because around 40 to 60 or 40 to 50% of it was artificial intelligence. This was back in 2018. I worked on it for years and years. Difficult, yes, but achieved if you put your mind to it. You can achieve whatever you want if you put your mind to it. So at the beginning, I'll talk about the start of my procedure in my PhD. And then later on, in another maybe course or session, we'll move to the whiteboard, and then we can explain, and I can get the idea over what is artificial intelligence, how you may understand it. What does it mean when I say artificial intelligence, or AI, or machine learning, or the mathematical equations behind those AI platform or AI cloud, where so many mathematical equations come into the perspective. For example, if we talk, this is what, page 26, this is the start of the PhD. So the first mathematical equation or method or model that was introduced here was autoarima. This is a statistical technique. It is not an AI. I'm going to isolate and differentiate between the two. So I'm going to inform you the model and inform you the artificial intelligence model. And you can understand how they both work. This is talking from a mathematical perspective, from an algorithm perspective, from an IT perspective, from a business perspective, and from a forecasting perspective. This is more computational intensive, meaning that we use data to understand changes in every scenario of our life. Scenarios from traffic jams, scenarios of registration of our beloved customers, the students, how many will register. We can use AI and mathematical models to understand our life better, our work life better, our predicting the future in a professional and academic way. Going next, so I have SES here, which is single exponential smoothing. This is another mathematical equation. We have, for example, the hot winters with alpha and beta and gamma. Let's try not to complicate things. I'll try, if we can do this further on, we can discuss it, go into detail so you may understand it more. We have the naive model, or the random walk, which usually is what happens yesterday will happen tomorrow. The naive model, or the random walk model, is what happens yesterday will happen tomorrow. As an example, if it takes myself to get from home to my work 27 minutes on average, or yesterday, or on average, tomorrow it will take 27 minutes again. This is a type of prediction where it talks about the naive, the random walk. What happened yesterday or the day before will happen tomorrow, regardless of any other point or any other function or any other data or any other scenario that it might rain. It does not take that into perspective. So if it rains, I know that it will take me longer to get to work because I may drive more carefully. We get to the artificial intelligence mathematical equations that were used in my PhD. Some of them were the neural networks, which is the original, the founding idea of artificial intelligence, where you have a network of data points or functions that were given weights and they would learn by themselves. Another type of neural networks was used the particle swarm optimization mathematical model. Another model that was used was backward integration. So backward integration neural network model would make the equation, the equation, learn from a result. So an example being is if I want a result between x and y, or x1 and y1, and I want it to be 2.5. This is an example. 2.5. I would give the model the points in the equation and the weights and the data, and I would tell the model, understand and calculate the equation and what parameters that I would use to achieve 2.5% increase in customer registration or student registration in the Arab Open University. This is the backward integration. We have TBATs, we have neural networks, we have exogenous variables where we tell our students we do not take them into account. But as academics, we take that, and researchers, we take that into account 100%. Exogenous variables, things that don't usually happen, they're called anomalies, exogenous variables. I think I can go into more details when we move over to the whiteboard in another session. I've kept the guys late, and I do not wish to keep them late anymore. It was my fault. I came 5 or 10 minutes late. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fahad. Thank you for the team. Thank you so much. Yep.